What is up, guys? This is Kingdras here, and I am your host for the Los Angeles Kingdras, which will be battling this, this season. Yeah, this season in the 8-Bit Battle League, which I would like to say shout out to Brandon for inviting me, and shout out to everybody from the Battle League just for making it happen and all that. This is our introductory video to the Battle League. The 8-Bit Battle League is a new series that will be coming to the channel, and pretty much what it is if you've seen any Battle League, if you watch the bigger PokeTubers and know what the UCL is, the stuff like that, where there's a team, everybody has their team. My team is Los Angeles Kingdras. If you see what I did there, leave a comment below. And pretty much it's like tournament based. There's a draft and all of that. It's really cool. It's really cool. I've never been a part of one, but until right now, and I'm super excited. I've always wanted to. I'm not very competitive. I'm not very good at competitive battling, but we're gonna learn as we go, obviously. We will get better. We're gonna have good weeks. We're gonna have bad weeks. But every week we're going to be having fun, which is, so far, my favorite thing about this league in particular is, it's been stated several times, this league is all for fun, nothing's on the line, and it's just a fun league. It's a league literally just for the enjoyment of doing a league and having your own team and all that, and feeling like the draft and all that. It's just fun. It's a fun experience, and I'm kind of going to explain all of that right now in better detail, because that sucked. So the draft, the way the draft works is, I don't watch sports, so I don't know how actual drafts work, but the way we did the draft was between the 14 of us in the league. I believe there's 14 of us. Between the 14 of us in the league, somebody random generated a list with everybody's name, and that was the order, and we did that for each tier. You'd go down the list, the very last person would get 2 picks. It would go back up the list in the other direction. The very first person would get 2 picks again, since it was a each tier, except the last one had 3 choices. So that's how it went for all the tiers. Pretty much go down the list, come back up the list. And we went through all of the tiers and made teams. These teams consist of 3 Pokemon from OU, 3 from UU, 3 from RU, and 3 from NU, and then the final 2 that are there are more kind of like, I don't know, they were different. They were one of them, which was Little Cup was one of them, and that one's more of a mascot Pokemon for most people. They just get a Little Cup Pokemon that is like special to them for whatever reason. And once I show you my team in a second here, you're gonna be like, oh, say no mas. Just kidding. Not many people watch the series, which mine is a reference from. I'll explain it. Don't worry. And then below Little Cup, the very last one, well, we kind of picked those ones together to save time. But the very last 2 were Little Cup and then NFE, which is not fully evolved, which for most people was a stage 2 Pokemon, or one of the Mons banned from Little Cup for being too good of a base evolution of a Pokemon that could still evolve, you know? But I am going to go ahead now that you know that, and I am going to show you our team, because the draft has been completed as it is. You're going to see my team along with 2 of the other teams. I might end up showing them all in this video, I might not. I'm mostly focusing on the Los Angeles Kingdras because I want to make our debut, our screening to the whole world, you know? So, here it goes. With a click of a button, we are going to show you right now. So, I know you can see my whole desktop here, and it looks kind of garbage. We're gonna fix that a little bit here. So we are gonna see quite a bit of teams. But here it is. Here is the draft, and right here where my mouse is, you can see the Los Angeles Kingdras. We're gonna go ahead and show you guys that a little bit better. And now we are over here. So, the Kingdras here, our team. Our very first pick, don't ask me why. And also, honestly, don't ask me why about any of these picks. You guys are, why would you pick that? Your team is so bad. Oh my god. I know. I'm not good at this. I haven't done this. I haven't done competitive or played Pokemon in months. But, our team right here, my very first pick was Toxapex. And most of these picks were very little thinking because it was kind of on the fly. I wasn't ready. It was in between, like, at work, like, trying to sneak on my phone, or, like, not even really sneak, but go on my phone real quick. Oh, I picked this. But you have to look through the list. So I was kind of hastily making decisions from just looking at the list real quick, like, oh, that's a good mon. Some of these aren't as good as a lot of people like to say, but I am all about playing with fate and stuff that people usually wouldn't use up top, like level stuff. Or the best stuff. I don't really try to grab the best stuff. I grab what I want to use and I try to make it work and defeat the best stuff, you know? But Toxapex was our first pick. Then we picked Mega Tyranitar as our Mega. Mostly because I just wanted Mega T-Tar. I was looking at it, I was like, that is going to help us somehow. So we got Mega T-Tar. Buzzwole, I really like Buzzwole. I really do like Buzzwole for whatever reason. He's grown on me a lot since Sun and Moon came out. And I was looking through the list and I saw him and I said, that fighting type is a type I don't really expect to have too much of on my team. I should get it now while I can. And the bug type. But it's all about the build. I'm still have to learn how to build specific sets. And I've been using Smogon sets. There's so much to learn. The series is going to be so much fun. Watching me improve. Just it's going to be fun for myself to watch even. And then after Buzzwole, we go down to the UU section. And my very first pick of UU, because I think I was second. I was somewhere early in UU. I think I might have been first even. I don't know, but I was right before Brandon, Rockstar, as you guys might know him. And he is the Manchester Mimikyus. So he wasn't very pleased with my choice for my first UU Pokemon, taking his mascot, because he wanted it. And but yeah, we got Mimikyu because Mimikyu can always live a hit, so I could always get a hit off. So that's why I want a Mimikyu. Rotom H, Rotom Heat. I wanted an electric type, and then I was looking through it, and I was like, you know what? A fire type wouldn't hurt either at this point, because I don't have a fire type. So I got Rotom H, because it was electric and fire. And it turns out that was just, like, our only electric and fire type. I don't know what I was trying to say. Then, in UU, we got Kyurem, because they spelled that wrong. Kyurem, but we got Kyurem because Kyurem is one of my favorite legendaries. I've always liked Kyurem, even though Gen 5 I am the least versed in compared to all the others, but I've always liked Kyurem, so I picked up Kyurem as my final pick since nobody had picked it yet, and I was like, you know what, I'll get Kyurem. That's good ice typing, I don't have that yet. And you're trying to think up top where it's like the better Pokemon up for grabs. What typing do I want? What typing this? What typing that? Yada yada. We got Kyurem. Moving on down to RU, which is rarely used. We have Gallade because I wanted a Psychic type and I saw the Fighting type as an advantage just to have more coverage. So we got Gallade. We got Spiritomb because the only thing that could really touch Spiritomb in terms of moves that are super effective is Fairy type, I believe, because in Gen 4 it definitely had no weaknesses whatsoever. So I think Spiritomb's only weakness is Fairy type, so we do have to watch out for those fairies with him. But Spiritomb is just, I thought it was a solid mon to pick, so I picked up Spiritomb. Moving down, we got Mudsdale. I have always had the most, like, when I was doing free-for-alls before I stopped doing YouTube when I did, Mudsdale was one of my MVPs, always. Like, Mudsdale, ever since it came out with Sun and Moon, I loved Mudsdale. Not even for design, really, just as a Pokemon, it's grown on me so much. And then we move down to NU with this pick right here, Wobbuffet. Wobbuffet is my ace in the hole, and I know I shouldn't be making all this talk because people can watch this and know, since not all of us are doing YouTube videos, but Wobbuffet is what I like to look at as our ace in the hole. We couldn't get Shadow Tag, that broke rules of the series, so we couldn't get Shadow Tag, but Wobbuffet, I was like, you know what, we could still get Counter, we could still get Mirror Coat. Somebody is going to try to take out Wobbuffet in one hit. But his HP is so high, it's going to be difficult for anybody to touch Wobbuffet and destroy him in one hit. And I'm just waiting for the time when I click the right move like, depending on a physical or a special attack, and I actually get someone out with Wobbuffet. That is all I care about with Wobbuffet. Wobbuffet's one of the mons where I'm like, people don't use it, but I test fate. I like trying stuff like that. Below that, you know we had to pick up Marowak after we got our Wobbuffet. I picked Wobbuffet because I had that planned for a while. I was like, ooh, I want that. But then we got Marowak because nobody had picked it. I looked through our team. I said Mudsdale is our only ground type, so we're probably never gonna need Marowak because of that. But put a Thick Club on Marowak. Earthquake is super powerful stab. So I was like, you know what? Marowak is my favorite Pokemon ever. I couldn't get a Alolan. Somebody else picked that up right here. See? Fior Fairy. That team picked up a Alolan Marowak. So I can only get regular Marowak at a lower tier, which is okay. I didn't really want a Alolan Marowak, to be honest, just because I didn't want to waste a UU pick when there's better mons to pick in UU than a Alolan Marowak, to be honest. And I don't know if I got any of them, except Mimikyu's for sure better for competitive. And yeah, but after Marowak, Clink Clang, because I looked through the team once again looking for types I did not have, and I realized I don't have a steel type. Clink Clang is not a terrible mon. I mean, it's NU, so it's not good by any means, but I was like, it's better than other options, you know? It's a solid option for steel type, which not many things could touch, except, like, I think fighting and fire, but we got Clink Clang. Alright. Moving on the list is Little Cup and the NFE pick. And the Little Cup was Igglybuff. People are probably looking at that like, bro, why Igglybuff? There are so many better, like, I know it's Little Cup, but come on. Once again, for most people, it's like a mascot. You don't pick something from Little Cup and expect it to be an almighty, like, destructive Pokemon, right? But I'm surprised Lickitung was part of it, to be honest. But we got Igglybuff, a baby Pokemon. We're gonna use it at least once sometime throughout here. I'm sorry, we have to. Igglybuff, just because I did a series called Showdown Survival, where I generated 6 random Pokemon, and the least performing Pokemon every episode was kicked off and replaced with another randomly generated. Igglybuff lasted so long. I don't even think Igglybuff ever died by the time I stopped doing that because I quit YouTube. But Igglybuff was we got kills. At least one kill with Igglybuff, just hacking these people out. So that's why I had to pick Igglybuff. And then for the NFE, I was thinking as we approached it, I was like, alright, look, I want to get an NFE that is good. And I think, I don't know what, I think I got Vigoroth mostly because I wanted Scyther. That was, I don't know if anybody got Scyther or if that is technically not even, I don't even know if that's technically allowed in NFE, but I don't know if anybody, let's see. No, nobody got NFE Scyther. So I don't know if anybody even picked him. I might have been able to get him. But I wanted to get different with it because Scyther is my second favorite Pokemon. Scyther is my second favorite Pokemon after the Marowak line. I don't really like Scizor, but I love Scyther. And I wanted to get Scyther, but I was like, you know what? The typing isn't what we need. We don't need Scyther. I think a Vigoroth would be good. I don't know if Vigoroth is ever good, but we got Vigoroth because I know Vigoroth tore me up in Pokemon Emerald as a kid, and even later on, whenever I played it unrandomized, Vigoroth tore me up in that 5th gym. So I went ahead and picked a Vigoroth. But that is it for the team we currently have. As you guys see at the very bottom bar here, it all says available, and I should explain what that is. That is a free agent. What I believe this is, from my understanding, is pretty much we all on week 7 get a pick, which is any Pokemon you want that has not already been taken. So any tier I think we could take from, except Ubers, stuff that's like banned. But I'm pretty sure you can get any Mon OU and down as a free agent, which is pretty much, it's just an extra Mon that you get after week 7. And there's also a few more rules I should go over before we end this video off. For the 8-Bit Battle League, we're going to hit the rules tab just to make this easier, actually. Rules. Where are they? There they are. You can only have two of the same item on a team. Example, leftovers. I thought that was exception at first. It's example, leftovers. So pretty much that's simple. You can only have 2 of the same item on a current team, which means like whoever 6 are in the game that I've chosen to build a team for that week, I can only have 2 of the same item with that specific team. But we could always reuse items on different Pokemon different weeks. That is no problem. Number 2, this is not important. This isn't important. Right here is important. Accuracy items and moves are not allowed. So stuff that lowers accuracy, and items that affect accuracy and stuff like that are not allowed. Right here is what I was saying. Every team gets one free agent pick and will end on week 7. I don't know if that means we could pick a free agent whenever. I'm gonna ask about that, and then I'll let you guys know. If a team has dropped out, a auto win will occur unless a replacement is found within the next week. So if a team drops out of the league and I was supposed to battle them that week, I get the win. I get the W instead of taking a loss or taking a draw or anything. I automatically win if nobody else is there, which would make for a boring week on video because obviously we wouldn't have the battle to upload, which I will be doing every Sunday. And then, yeah. Right here, saving our replays just so that the chat could see pretty much like, oh, this is what happened. Write down kills. This is optional. I didn't do it because I'm commentating. I'm YouTubing, which a lot of people aren't. So it's a little bit harder for me to be like, oh, hold on, let me write down this real quick in a video when I'm battling somebody who isn't. There's very few people doing YouTube with this series. So it is what it is. I'm sure that other people will cover it for me. And since it's optional, I'm not worried about it too much. I'm saving my videos, so don't worry, guys. Don't worry. As for kills, a Mon that faints a Mon via status. Okay, that doesn't really matter to us since we're not writing it down. I don't think that matters at all, period. That might, for like some end of the league look back. Here's something that might be important to us if we ever get Silvally traded to us, but I'm not looking for a Silvally, so it's probably not going to happen. Silvally, when traded, changes its type if you want. So you don't have to, but you can. But it can only be traded once. So once Silvally has been traded from one team, its current team, to its next team, no more, but who knows. Megas are allowed. We have Mega T-Tar. 1 Z Crystal per Mon each week. But it doesn't have to be the, I don't know what that says. The turn on the timer for SD battles. What does that say? I don't know. That says something weird. And that's Showdown is what SD stands for. But it doesn't have to be... Oh, don't turn on the timer for SD battles. That's supposed to be down, I think. I think that's supposed to be down here, to be honest. What a coincidence. Number 13 is the one that I am fixing. Alright. Let me just fix that. Look at that. Live edits, guys. Live edits. But don't turn on the timer for Showdown battles. We won't. It's also going to be both 3DS and Showdown, depending on what my opponent can or wants to do, you know. Any breaking of the rules will be an auto L. Trades and week 7. Between trades between different teams, I haven't talked about that at all yet, really. Week 7 is the last week we could trade at all. And then no more trading with other teams. We are stuck with our current team. I don't plan on trading at all because I don't know what I would trade for. Like I said, I'm not very versed and competitive, and I don't really feel like cramming my brain full mid-season. I'll do it in between seasons or as we go, obviously. And then here's some other important stuff. You may ask for extensions, but not all the time because we had issues last season with a lot of extension asked and permitted. So, say me and my opponent cannot meet before our deadline, which I believe is Saturdays every week. We could ask for an extension into the next week to do our battle, but once again, that is something I don't want to have to do unless absolutely, like, we have no choice. Shadow Tag is banned for any Mon who has it as an ability. Wobbuffet, that is relevant to us, and I don't think anybody else. But we can't... Shadow Tag, we're screwed. We're stuck. I think that was to make Wobbuffet not OP. Top 8 make playoffs. More than half of us make the playoffs, and only 6 get cut off. So, we might make playoffs. I don't know yet. I have high hopes. I have a lot of expectations that we're going to last in this league. But who knows? If you have any questions, ask me or Sammy, me being Jordan. So, if you guys have questions, I'll be asking them, obviously, if I don't know. Alright, right here, don't mess with anything on the sheet. This is all, like, other stuff, I don't think. Alright, so, there is a kick for inactivity, unless you have a reason. And that's pretty much forfeiting your battles because you can't, because you're, like, not there, you know? Have fun and enjoy Season 4. Matchup posted every week and standing every 2 in the chat. But will always be on the sheet. So, I will always know the matchups, but I don't really want to tell you guys until we get there. And that's pretty much it. I don't know really what else to tell you guys, except that next, our very first battle will be going live tomorrow, hopefully, on Sunday. So, yeah, let's see. Week 1, let's ignore Week 2, even though we can see it, because that'll be coming up. I'm sorry. I'll try to remember to black it out or something in editing. But Week 1, we are battling the Aberdeen Azelfs. So, we will be doing something at the beginning of all the videos, too, about, like, why we picked our team and yada, yada, yada. Like a little mini team builder. We're going to talk more about that in the actual videos. But that's pretty much all I needed to tell you guys for this. So, we're going to go badoom back to this and end the video. I hope you guys are all as excited for the Battle League as I am, because I am super excited for this. We have a whole, like it's a new experience for us. It's a great way to come back to YouTube with something I've always kind of wanted to do. It's a great motivation to do something, you know? The battles are fun to record because I've already done the first one. We're going to have a lot of fun. Win or lose, I want to always end the video with a smile on my face. I never want the league to be so serious to the point where I lose and get mad, you know? I want it to always be fun. And that's what we're going to go for. But that's all I got for you guys today. If I missed anything, or if you guys feel I missed anything, just ask in the comments. I am more than happy to help answer and find out anything that you guys want to know, because odds are I should know it too. But that is going to do it, guys, for this introduction to the 8-Bit Battle League and the Los Angeles Kingdras, who we'll be seeing you guys tomorrow. You'll be seeing them in action, actually. And that's going to be it, guys. So if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to leave a like down below to show your support. And as always, my name is Cubawack. I am signing out, and I will catch all of you guys next time with the Los Angeles Kingdras. We'll work on that outro. Alright. Peace!